Hi, this is Tracy, and today I'm going to talk about narcissistic bullies at work. What you should know. Let's start with red flag number 1. Narcissists are very charming, and they use this charm to attract and get people around them that are going to praise them and raise them higher. They're also like spiders in a web, searching for their next prey. The red flag number 2. A narcissist can be a boss or coworker, an employee, or a victim of a narcissist at home or at work. HR departments must understand how to recognize behaviors and patterns and understand the red flags that they need to be mindful of to help keep peace in the office. Victims need you to understand. Red flag number 3 is a warning to HR departments. Human resource departments must learn to identify these patterns and behaviors and signs of abuse, and a plan and policy must be put in place to protect people from becoming victims at your business. Often, victims are not believed when they speak up because the narcissist has created allies that will re-victimize the victim. Red flag number 4. Bullies at work. Think of the bully in high school. They always want their way. They can be pushy and demanding. And anyone that gets in the narcissist's way will be destroyed. In a work environment, teams will be split and division occurs until ultimately the victim leaves of their own accord. Red flag number 5. The self-absorbed narcissist. Narcissists are self-absorbed. Watch for this behavior at meetings. If someone who repeatedly must be in the spotlight and will not listen to other people's opinions, you have a problem. Red flag number 6. One thing that helps leaders rise to power is the ability to not take other people's crap. This characteristic is common in a narcissistic person because they cannot feel empathy. Watch for signs of a seemingly emotionally closed person that cannot feel for others. Red flag number 7, inconsistency in stories. Narcissists are pathological liars. They will lie to everyone, often using lies and fake stories to ruin a victim's career. Watch for inconsistency in stories as the two versions are told. Red flag number 8. Narcissists do not like to be told that they're wrong. If you have an employee that acts up and creates trouble because their ideas weren't loved by all, you might be dealing with a narcissist. They often use childlike behaviors like throwing tantrums, yelling, threatening, and manipulate decisions to get their way. Narcissist red flag number 9. Narcissistic charm is one of the masks or roles that they play. They are great actors, often using acts of service and tales of what a great person they are to convince you how special they are. People a narcissist wants close to them for some type of supply will only see the best person role, while people that are deemed not helpful to build them up will have a completely different view of them. This is the true self, and we call it when the mask falls. That's 10 down. Please subscribe to me if you haven't subscribed yet. Number 10, red flag, bullies at work. Actions do speak louder than words. Remember this when you're dealing with a possible narcissist. If someone spends time convincing you or selling you that they're brilliant, always right, or even kind, watch for these behaviors. Do they actually match? A truly smart and kind person shows these characteristics and does not need to boast false claims. Red flag number 11, the fake family. Remember, just because a narcissist has a family, it doesn't make them automatically good. Often families are used as a cover to the evil lives that they lead. Abusing a family is key to their survival. Abuse and fear tactics are tools that they use to control you. Having pictures on a desk should not automatically be a sign to trust them. Don't be fooled. This is right out of the handbook on how to use family as a cover. Red flag number 12. A target is a person that the narcissist has identified to have supply or a value that they need. Supply can be good for them, like someone who can advance their career. These people see the charming self of the narcissist. Supply can also be someone that they ruin. It's like a sport, and they get power from destroying this victim, and it's fuel for their fake existence. Red flag, lucky 13. Narcissists can be men or women, but statistics show that more men have this disorder. Understand that men are less likely to seek help after they have been abused by a female narcissist, so the proportions are difficult to calculate. There are no racial boundaries, no sexual preferences that can define a narcissist. Red flag 14, control. A narcissist craves control, and right from the start they are grooming people to see who they can control. As they inventory a person's assets, they are determining what you have that they want. They look for power, connections, and knowledge that they do not possess. Then they start to test how vulnerable the target is to be tricked by their kindness as they offer fake friendship. If someone is strong and sees through the mask of friendship, they will be a prime target to get rid of in the workplace. This process will slowly begin to devalue the target. Smear campaigns will be launched, and your teams will have division, and the victim will find his story of what's going on quite unbelievable. Red flag number 15. Narcissists do not like authority, and they don't, if they're being criticized or critiqued, they perceive this as an act of war. They will sabotage with lies and begin to build a smear campaign against the person that they cannot control. Inflicting pain and disruption of work environment can be painful to the victim who is just trying to do their job. This is extreme covert bullying. Red flag number 16. Narcissists appear to make friends easily in the workplace. They are actually grooming supply. In their personal lives, they do not have long-time friends because people catch on to their behaviors and they distance themselves. In the workplace, only the ones that can benefit them will be given attention, will keep them engaged and will survive. Red flag number 17. Everything in the outward mask that is presented in a workplace is false. The old saying, if it seems too good to be true, it is, very much applies. When looking at a candidate for your company, it's difficult to see the carnage that they caused in their last job. Try to get a really good feeling for how they felt about their old boss and fellow employees. If they complain about them, they will complain about you next. Patterns repeat. Red flag number 18. Often the understanding of a narcissist is actually misunderstood. People often think a narcissist likes to look in the mirror and that they love themselves. That is false. Deep down, the narcissist does not even like themselves. So they surround themselves with people that have qualities they only fake. They are always the victim, and they use emotions to manipulate people. Ag at work, number 819. A narcissist recruits people to be against the target, and this is done by spreading lies and gossiping behind their back. We call these people flying monkeys because, like the monkeys in The Wizard of Oz that the witch used to do her bidding, so will a narcissist. The closer to the person is to a victim, the more distorted the joy the narcissist feels in recruiting them to cause harm to the victim. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Narcissist at work, red flag number 20. A narcissist needs validation at all times. He or she is not above frequently asking to be validated, and this need for admiration follows them even to work. They demand that people affirm their ideas and be a willing player in this script. victims will be used as supply until they no longer have a value. Devalue is the second stage of the abuse cycle. Red flag number 21. A narcissist at work. It is said that a narcissist has no empathy. What is meant by this is that they do not care who they hurt. If ladder climbing at work is their game, they will use people with their supportive mask. And as soon as this target has no more value, they will be discarded. Red flag number 22. The 3 stages of narcissist abuse are idealize, devalue, and discard. These will be observed in the workplace, so pay attention. Well, apparently I've made 2 red flags number 22. Let's try that again. At first, in the workplace, narcissists play nice under the friendship mask. What they are really doing is sorting people for strengths that they can use, and they're sorting the weak ones who will serve. The less confident ones are perfect for abuse, and it's a cat and a mouse game. Red flag number 24. Narcissists are pathological liars. Because of this, they will use lies at work to cover for themselves. Watch for this behavior. If someone becomes aware of what they're doing, a narcissist will declare war and destroy the victim. Often these victims are the stronger that they could not manipulate. They attack these people without any remorse or compassion. Red flag number 25. Controlling escalation of the narcissistic abuse in the workplace starts with setting boundaries. Defining policies within a human resource department to recognize the red flags and behavior will help victims and keep peace within the organization. Consider some company training to be completely opaque and create an open-door policy that shows employees that abuse will not be tolerated. Red flag number 26. Never blame a victim when you hear of abuse at the hands of a narcissistic employee. Examples might be, why did you allow them to do that? Why didn't you report this sooner? This type of victim blaming happens from uneducated friends and family and re-victimizes the victim. This type of reaction causes employees to stop having good work ethics. Red flag number 27. We're almost there, guys. I have only 30. A narcissist is always the victim. Listen closely to the stories of both sides, and you will hear inconsistencies. This is your intuition telling you that something is not right. It's not adding up. A narcissist in the workplace will cause damage to departments and teams. A narcissist is quick to blame others because they are always the victim. Red flag number 28. Adults do not name call. As a society, we know that's not appropriate. Verbal abuse is a weapon. Narcissists attack their victims, calling them degrading names. And it might start off as a harmless joke, and then it escalates. Once the victim lets that name calling slide, the narcissist use it as a source of supply. For added fun, these names escalated to include things that are not true, but are the most important value that the victim has. Red flag number 29. If an employee is a victim of narcissist abuse at home, they will experience a sense of confusion if things reach the last stage of discard. The person they knew is gone, and they could have never expected to see this coming. They have been abused and brainwashed and lost all sense of self, and they didn't even know it. Depression, fear, anxiety, sleep issues will all result in absence from work. Support your employees with education and give them space. Red flag number 30, narcissist bullies at work. The last one. Narcissists may be employed by you or attacking coworkers right now. As an HR department, you cannot diagnose someone, but you can understand the behaviors and the red flags and educate your staff and protect the victims. This is Tracy. That's all I've got.